Today's workout is core strengthening. We're going to start in standing and then we'll make our way down to the mat. So we'll start with our warm-up and I'll talk a little bit about core strengthening while we're doing our warm-up. We'll start marching on the spot and just go at your own pace. Remember, this is your workout, so feel free to modify any of the exercises, have a break, have a sip of water at any time. And while we're marching here, we've got the belly pulled in just slightly to start engaging that core. We have the chest lifted, standing nice and tall. And then let's do some rolling arms out in front. So throughout the workout, we're going to be doing a full body workout. We're going to be working our arms, working our legs. And I will remind you to come back to core engagement. So the purpose is to work our core, to strengthen, and also to get into the habit of engaging core muscles. So throughout the day, whatever activities we're doing, we remember to do that, and that helps prevent injuries. So as we're rolling our arms here, let's just lift the arms a little bit higher. You decide how high you want to lift your arms, and then bring them back down. And again, lift those arms, keep marching. Bring the arms down. Let's change direction with these rolling arms and lift to the ceiling and lower. Last time with rolling arms to the ceiling and bring them down. And bring your arms alongside your body. You can just keep marching for a moment here. We'll do 3 shoulder rolls, rolling the shoulders up, back, and down. And again. One more. Nice work. So let's just pause for a minute. We're going to think about pulling the belly button just slightly towards the spine. We're not really sucking in. And then lower abdominals, a little bit of a scoop in and up. So feel that engagement. And then we're going to bring palms just over top of high knees. So let's go into high knees. And as we lift the legs, we're going to touch our palms so you can adjust where your hands are. And while we're doing this, we're keeping the torso upright. So we're not rounding forward, we're not leaning forward, we're staying nice and upright. Just lifting those legs. And think about, in addition to working the legs, we're using the lower abdominals here too. Keep this going. We're still in our warm-up, just getting everything moving, getting our body ready for the rest of the workout. We'll go 4, 3, 2, 1. Shake it out. We're going to do another round of high knees. This time we're going to do opening and closing cactus arms. So for cactus arms, we bring our arms to a T, bend your elbows, palms are facing forward. Just start here thinking about opening across the collarbones, opening the chest. And then as we lift our knee, we're going to bring forearms together. And then as we lift the other knee, we'll open back up to cactus arms. So here we go, high knee, close, open for the other knee. So we're just opening and closing these cactus arms as we're doing high knees. Again, you figure out your pace, just get into the pattern of the moves. And keep going. And once you get used to the pattern, cactus arms with high knees, we're going to come back to thinking about the core. So we're pulling that belly button in slightly, and the core includes the abdominal muscles, includes pelvic floor, includes the lower back. All of those muscles work together. Let's do a couple more of these. Last one. Nice. Bring the arms down, just shake everything out. So we're feeling nice and warmed up now. We're coming into the standing workout exercises. So we're going to start with runners. I'll stand sideways so you can see this one. We're going to come into a little athletic stance. So as you're doing this, again, we're working arms, we're working legs, and then just come back to feeling that stability, stabilizing muscles of the core. So we're going to come into a little bit of an athletic stance, hips move back slightly, a little bit of a bend in the knees, and we'll start with right leg stepping forward and back for our runners, and then we're just pumping arms. So it looks like this: step forward, back, and you decide how far you're stepping forward and back. We're in that little bit of a crouch, but we're keeping the chest lifted, we're keeping the eyes forward. Feel the legs working, core is stabilizing. Let's keep going for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stand up tall. You can just shake things out in between sides, and now we're going to be moving the left leg. So coming back to your athletic stance, get your arms ready to pump, and then left leg, step forward, back, forward, back. Keep that going, keeping the back neutral, eyes looking forward. Eight, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and stand up tall. You can shake everything out. Next couple exercises we're going to do in a plie squat. We're going to bring the feet wide, toes are pointing out, and if coming down into this little plie squat is not great for your knees, feel free to keep your legs straight. That's a modification. So let's just, before we come down to plie squat, put our hands on our belly, think about that core engagement. Another way to come into engaging those abdominal muscles, you can put your fingertips on your hip bones. Imagine you could pull your hip bones towards center. And even just thinking about that, you might feel some engagement there. You're not actually going to move your hip bones, but it's another way to think about those core muscles working. All right, we got all that going on. Let's put light fists in front of our chest. And if you're coming down to the plie squat, we're going to track knees out towards our toes. And then fists in front of the chest. We're going to do slow punches forward. Here we go. Punch and punch. So just nice, slow, controlled moves. Staying down in your squat as best you can. If at any point you want to straighten your legs and come back down to it, you can do that. And as we're moving these strong arms, we're also stabilizing the torso. We'll do one more each side and then pause. And now we're going to do a little faster punches. Here we go. Punch, 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 punch. And keep that going. You got it. Keep it going. We're here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And you can straighten the legs. We're going to go back down into plie squat, so you can keep your feet as they are. Just straighten the legs for a moment. Have a breath. Come back to core. And then we'll come back down into that plie squat. Fists in front of the chest. This time we're doing double punches. So we're going to punch forward and then a little jab. We'll start slow and then we'll go faster. So punch, jab, punch, jab. So keep that going. Punch, jab, punch, jab. One more each side. And then pause your arms. You can stay down in plie squat. And now we're just going to go a little bit faster. So we're going to go punch, jab, punch, jab, punch, jab. Or go the pace that works for you. Just try to pick up your pace a little bit. And we're moving the arms, but we're trying to stabilize the rest of the body. Working all those muscles, isometric work. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You got it. Straighten the legs. Nice work. You can shake everything out. we're going to be making our way down onto the mat, and this is a great time to grab a sip of water if you would like. And then we'll all get down on the mat together. We're going to bring hips to the mat, and then we're going to roll over so that we can get down onto our back. And you can use your hands just to safely lower yourself down, making sure I'm not banging into the chair. All right, so we're all going to meet here lying on our back. And you can start again, hands on belly. Let's first tune into some full breaths. And then you could bring your fingertips onto your hip bones. Imagine you could pull those hip bones together, feel that core engagement. And then keeping all of that, let's lift one foot, knee stays bent, and then lift the other foot. And throughout these exercises, check in on how it's feeling for your lower back. If your lower back feels like it's being strained, any discomfort, then just back off of the exercise. Let's stack our hands one on top of the other and bring it to the right thigh. And we're gonna pull the right knee just a little bit more towards the chest, and we're gonna push the thigh into the hands as we push the hands into the thigh. So a little opposition here, creating our own resistance. And then we'll switch sides. Hands come onto the left thigh pushes into the hands, hands push into the thigh. And we're gonna add onto that, so bring your hands back over to the right leg, pushing into the hands, and then left leg we're gonna extend away. Now you could just extend a little bit, again, checking how it feels for your lower back, or you can fully extend that leg, and then we'll go to the other side. And let's keep going like that. So thighs pushing into hands as the opposite leg extends away. Make sure you're breathing. We've got 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend both knees, bring one foot down, and bring the other foot down. Have a breath. Arms alongside the body. We're going to do a bridge. So just walk your feet as close as you can comfortably to your body. Arms alongside the body. We're going to push into feet, and we're going to lift our hips. So just lifting your hips up towards the ceiling, maybe tuck the shoulder blades under a little bit. We're just going to hold here at the top and breathe. And then very slowly come down. Just take your time to lower the hips. And we'll do that one more time, lifting the hips. Pause at the top in your bridge. And slowly come down. We're going to roll onto our side, just roll onto one side, and then just let your head rest onto your lower arm, any way that's comfortable for you. Extend both legs, and top hand is just down on the mat or the floor. You could have a little bit of a bend in that bottom leg for a bit more stability. And then we're going to think about the top leg. We're going to push through our heel, push away through the heel until that leg hovers in the air. So really extending the leg away just so it hovers just above the bottom leg. And then relax the leg down. And again, push through the heel, push away till the leg hovers. And relax. And we're going to add on to that. So hovering that leg, push through the heel, and just check in how stable you're feeling. We're going to reach the top arm to the ceiling, so you could put a little bit more of a bend in the bottom leg as needed, and then top arm is going to reach to the ceiling. We're going to keep the top leg hovering as we lower the arm just to be parallel to the floor, and then lift the arm to the ceiling. So come back to core engagement, keeping that stability, and slowly moving the arm. Let's do 4 more of these. 4, 3, 2, last one, and then you can bring that hand down and just rest your leg for a moment on the bottom leg. And then one more time, we're gonna hover that top leg. We're gonna make little circles in the air with the top leg. So just little circles here in one direction, and then little circles in the other direction. See how stable you can keep the rest of your body. One more circle and lower down. And we'll make our way onto our other side. So just take your time to maybe come up to hands and knees and then come to your other side, or just roll over to your other side. Again, supporting your head down onto that lower arm. You can have a little bend in the bottom leg. Top hand starts down on the mat. And then push away through your heel until that top leg hovers in the air. And rest it down. And push away again to hover in the air. And rest it down. And this time when we hover the leg, we're going to keep it hovering. We're going to reach top arm to the ceiling. And then bring your arm forward to parallel to the floor and lift. And keep going like that. So we've got the leg hovering in the air. We've got the arm slowly moving. And all the trunk muscles stabilizing. We've got 4 more. 3, 2, last one, and you can bring the hand down and rest the leg down for a moment, and then we'll go into those circles. So hovering the top leg again and little circles in the air. One direction and then go the other way. 3, 2, 1, and rest that leg down. We're going to make our way to hands and knees position. So we've got wrists under our shoulders, knees under our hips. Back is neutral, head is in line with the spine, and then tuck your toes under. Come back to thinking about pulling the belly in slightly. You could think about the pelvic floor, the hammock muscles, pulling up. We're also, by doing all of that activation, we're getting some activation to the lower back muscles. Keeping all of that with toes tucked, we're just gonna lift the knees slightly just to hover above the mat and then put them down. Our fingers are spread wide. Again, lift the knees and lower. And keep going like this, just lifting the knees to hover and pause and lower. Lift, pause, lower. Let's do that 4 more. Two more. Last one. Nice work. Let's do a calf stretch here while we're in hands and knees. We'll just extend one leg behind us, land on toes, push your heel away, and breathe. I'm going to start slowing our breath down. And then change sides. Other leg comes out behind you. Push your heel away. Come back to your breath. And bring your knee down. We're going to make our way back up to standing. So you could either just stand up if you're comfortable with that, or you can make your way over to your furniture and bring your hands up onto your chair. One foot comes forward and then the other foot. And just keeping our feet planted, we'll make big arm circles, one arm at a time. Circle your arm back, open across the chest. One more each side. And then you can bring the palms of your hand to your lower back. Think about lifting the chest, crown of the head to the ceiling. If you want, you could do a little slow walk around as we just keep the hands on the lower back, opening up the front of the body. And you can release the hands. Let's roll the shoulders 3 times. And we'll finish with one big breath. Inhale the arms to the ceiling. Exhale down. Thank you so much for joining me, and comment below. Let me know how this workout was for you. We were thinking about the core, but we did a full body workout, and I'm always glad to see you here. See you next time.